Hey y'all, what's going on? So yesterday I posted this status on Facebook. I got one comment. What's going on, Sadichia? Thank you for commenting. But I didn't expect to get too many responses, and that's okay. A lot of times we have a tendency to not want to discuss certain topics because we feel uncomfortable about discussing them, or we feel like we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and that's definitely understandable. However, the conversation is very necessary, so I'll just explain myself a little bit further and kind of give my response to my own question. So yesterday, as I was scrolling through my Facebook feed, I came across this video. The video was obviously a sketch, but you know how the Today Show and different morning shows will have segments for the season. So for October with Halloween or Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever the case may be, they'll give you the newest trends or what to look out for. So in this particular sketch, it was set up like the Today Show, and they were showing different costumes for your feminine acting boy to look masculine for Halloween. And it brought about this question that I posted on Facebook concerning the parenting of LGBT youth, mainly those boys who may have feminine tendencies or those girls who may have masculine tendencies. When we're trying to teach children how to be men or how to be women, are we trying to teach them for their own good or for their own protection? Or as a parent, are you attempting to protect your image as a parent? We all know that whenever your children are out and about at school or at daycare, at church, wherever they may be, and you're not with them, they're a representation of their parents. And so I think it's very important that this conversation be had. And I just wanted to give my viewpoint, although I'm not a parent. Don't want to be, that's a whole nother story. However, I am an African American gay man, and I grew up as a gay child, so I feel as though my perspective may help parents out there of LGBT youth. So here goes. When you're raising your child and you see that your boy may not be the most masculine boy, maybe he's playing with dolls, maybe he's got the broken wrist thing going on, or maybe you've got a girl who's a tomboy. She likes to play outside with the boys. She doesn't really want the baby dolls. She doesn't necessarily want to wear the dresses or the bows. She's just naturally what we like to call a tomboy. When you're trying as a parent to teach your children how to be a man or grow up to be a man or a woman without these tendencies of the opposite sex, the question that I ask that you come to mind or ask yourself rather is, are you really teaching them how to be a man or woman for their protection, so that when they go out into the world, they're not being teased or they're not being bullied, or having things like that going on when you're not around? Or are you trying to actually protect your image as a parent, not wanting the teachers or your friends, co-workers, whatever, to say, ooh, Jonathan's son is looking a little what are your intentions when you're trying to teach your child how to act like their natural sex? As a child, my father has always been in my life, and of course he tried to teach me how to be a man. Of course, as you can probably tell, or those who know me, I've never been the most masculine man, probably never will be, and I'm absolutely okay with that, and so are my parents. However, when I was growing up, I don't think my father knew how to deal with it. Of course, my brother Javon, he's the total opposite of me as far as our masculine and feminine tendencies, whatever the case may be. As far as that goes, we're the total opposite, and so I think it was a shock for my father when here comes Joe Nathan and I'm not like Javon. So, of course, when he saw the broken wrist, or maybe when he saw certain other things that weren't the most masculine, he would try to teach me how not to do those things. And unfortunately, that caused me to resent him. Of course, now we have a wonderful relationship. I love my father to death, and he really understands me and understands everything about me now. But, those years of resentment could have been avoided had he maybe had a different approach. So if you find yourself having a child that maybe has the tendencies of the opposite sex, your intentions are what's most important. It's a matter of life and death, literally a matter of life and death. I promise you that if you allow your child to be themselves, be who they naturally feel that they are, you'll be much better off. Why do I say that? I say that because those children who feel as though their parents are trying to make them something that they're not, they'll feel as though they're not good enough. And the two people in the world that are most important to a child, your opinion matters, and what you think of them matters the most. And so if an LGBT child is thinking in their mind, well, dang it, my mom doesn't think that I'm good enough, my father does not think that the way that I act is acceptable, but I can't change it, where's the hope? How can I live and be myself and still please my parents? We all want to please our parents. We all want to make our parents proud. So what is my suggestion to you? My suggestion to you as parents of the LGBT youth: embrace your child as they are. If you don't know how to do that, pray about it. I know everyone may not be Christian. I know everyone may not, believe in certain things, but those who do, pray about it. God will give you specific instruction on how to deal with or how to raise your LGBT child. It'll give you that specific instruction, but you have to be consistent in your prayer, and you have to be specific in your prayer and wait for God to give you that specific instruction. And until He gives you that specific instruction on how you're going to deal with your child, deal with it the way that you would want to be dealt with. Would you want your parent to tell you that the way that you act naturally is not right? And how would you feel if your parent tried to make you the opposite of what you felt, what came naturally to you? Pray about it. Pray about it. I want to give a shout out to all those parents that embrace their children as they are. It's not a matter of what's right or wrong. It's not a matter of what's right or wrong. It's what comes naturally to your child. And again, if you do not understand that, pray for that understanding and God will get it to you. Again, this is just a video, short, nothing long. If you have any questions for me, if you are LGBT parent and you don't know how to parent your child, or you want some tips on how to parent your child, or ask me any questions about my upbringing, feel free to email me. My email is mojojojo.3020. You can follow me on Twitter, jlee07. You can follow me on Instagram, jojo_3020. On Facebook, my name is just Jonathan Lee. And I'll talk to you guys later.